Hey guys, James here with Waterford Business Solutions. And lately we've been talking a lot about our employees and ways that we can retain good employees, ways we can hire employees, different things like that. And we wanted to kind of continue on that focus there and dive a little bit deeper into a video we did a few weeks ago talking about how to retain good employees and talk more specifically about offering a 401k plan to your employees. So this week we're going to dive into not just benefits as a whole, but specifically should you offer a 401k plan to your employees. Now, if you're new to our channel, I recommend that you go ahead and go back and watch that Retaining Good Employees video. It'll help provide some context and a lot of information here that I'm just going to expound on in this video. But I also invite you to go ahead and like and subscribe here to our channel to get more videos just like this. We put out videos every single Monday on all means of business and financial information, how to do your accounting, different terms, different things to consider. So we do that every Monday. So go ahead and just turn that notification bell on so that you continue getting great details like this, and share this video with anyone that you think could benefit from this information. As far as 401ks go, it's one version of retirement that you could offer to your employees. Most employers will offer kind of one of four things if they offer retirement at all. And the first thing to understand, and should you offer a 401k, is can you afford to offer a 401k? If you're a brand new business, you are a one-man show, maybe even a two-man show, one, maybe two trucks, it's going to be a little difficult to afford a 401k. There's a lot of different factors, a lot of different things that go into a 401k, a lot of setup, you've got management fees, you've got a lot of different things like that that have costs involved in addition to you going ahead and providing for the employees there. So if you are newer and you're wanting to provide some type of retirement benefit, it might be better for you to look at using either a traditional or Roth IRA and just saying, hey, open this up and I'll give you X amount of money that you can put in there, or paying the broker directly into the traditional or Roth, or if you want a little bit more control or a little bit more guarantee on it, set up a simple IRA or a SEP IRA. SEP IRAs are going to be overall kind of your best bet because those have to be paid in by the employer. The employee can't come in and put the money in. So if you want to guarantee that it's going to retirement, a SEP IRA is going to be kind of the best solution for you there. And there's not nearly the same management, cost structure, fee structure, everything like that. Whereas with 401ks, you're always going to have some type of management fee from either a third-party administrator or a software company like Guideline, who is managing that 401k, submitting all the plan documents, submitting all the tax paperwork, submitting all the annual filings, everything like that, because 401ks have a lot of regulation on them. So there's going to be management fees on that just for someone to manage all the documents involved in supporting and running your 401k. Then you're also going to have fees for brokerage fees. Whoever is hosting your 401k, whether it be Capital Group, TD Ameritrade, Charles Schwab, Transamerica, any of those there, they're generally going to charge you some type of fee every single month or every single year per employee or for the amount of transactions or amount of funds that are in the 401k. They'll charge you some type of brokerage fee there for them to handle the trades and everything else. So you've got two different fees going on here. And while depending on your setup with the 401k, you might be able to pass those brokerage fees off over to the employee and it comes out of their 401k, that's not super common to have happen. So there's a lot more fees involved here, and it really is something that you've got to have in the back of your mind that it's probably going to cost you $20 to $50 per employee per month just for them to be on this 401k in the first place. So you've got costs there without even giving them money in the first place. So the first thing to consider with the 401k is going to be, can you afford to give your employees a 401k? Or should you look at other retirement benefits? The second thing is, have you talked with your employees? A lot of people don't understand, don't plan for, and are not prepared for their retirement. So before you go out and say, oh, I'm going to start a 401k for everyone, let's make sure that they understand why it benefits them so that you can make sure that they take advantage of it and you have buy-in to setting up this 401k plan. So always make sure your employees have an interest in a 401k. Since we work with a lot of contractors and everything here, there's a lot of times that we have to work with clients to educate their employees because it's not something these guys are used to hearing about or dealing with. We want to make sure that the employees and the workers understand the benefit of planning for and preparing for that retirement before we just say, hey, we offer a 401k, join. You should also consider, how can offering a 401k benefit you? Just quite frankly, that's a huge thing that we want to look at. What are the tax benefits that you potentially as the business owner could have? What are some other things that we could put in here in your plan document setup and everything? Could we go ahead and make sure that your kids could be involved? Different things like that. How can it benefit you so that we can make sure that when you set that 401k up, that you set it up to not just benefit your employees and provide them retirement, but give you some type of financial security, financial backing, tax breaks, tax benefits, help your children out if you have children, things like that to assist you directly as the business owner. That's another thing that you should always consider for everything. In our video that we talked about with how do you retain good employees, one of the things I talked about was making sure that we didn't just offer a 401k plan, but offering a profit share plan with that 401k. What that allows you to do is an employee is only allowed to put up to $21,000, give or take a little bit, and that changes each and every year because the IRS will increase that number based off of inflation and everything else, but they're only allowed to put up $21,000 for themselves directly. But you as the employer could go ahead and continue putting additional money in there, whether that be through matches, a 3% match, a 5% match, 2%, whatever it is that you choose to do there, or through profit sharing. The thing that I like about profit sharing is, like we talked about in that video, it provides a buy-in to the employees. So it allows you to say to your employees, hey, here are my goals, here is company's goals for the year. How do I go ahead? What do I go ahead? When do I go ahead? And they have a buy-in to help you reach those goals so that at the end of the year, you can go ahead and say, hey, we reached these goals. Now I'm going to go ahead and put another $5,000 into your 401k or whatever it may be to give them an additional bonus, but they're not taxed on that bonus because it's a deferred taxation, but it's also helping them prepare for their retirement. Because now they get compounding interest. If they're getting 6, 7, 10% interest compounding year over year, and you put that $5,000 in and they have that invested for 30, 40 years, that $5,000 could easily turn into $30, $40, $50,000, honestly more, for them by the time they hit retirement. So that little benefit that you give them for helping you reach your goals changes to a huge benefit for them upon when they're able to draw in retirement. And sure, it's locked up for that period, but that goes back to what we talked about of helping our employees understand not just, hey, I offer this, but here's how this benefits you. So that's another thing that we want to look at. Going back to how can a 401k benefit you? By having a profit share, there's a lot of ways you could do profit sharing. And again, this is going to be something you want to bring in an advisor, a third-party administrator, someone who knows the ins and outs of all the 401k laws, because 401ks have a tax component, but they also have a law component, and it's a huge law component there. So we want to make sure that we bring someone in to assist you with all of that information, but they can help you with understanding how to make that profit share benefit you based off of your tenure, based off of your salary, etc., so that you can get a larger benefit. So maybe your employees are only getting $1,000 of profit share, but you as the owner are getting $5,000. So you're getting the bigger benefit of that profit share in the long term. And long term, again, that turns into a lot of money in retirement. Plus, it's a tax advantage because it's tax deferred, and so you're not being taxed on it right now, so it's saving you money on taxes. So a lot of different small benefits here, there, and everywhere with it. 401ks can be very complicated. Personally, while you do have companies out there like Guideline, I wouldn't recommend using a company like that. I would recommend using a company that works with you to customize a 401k plan for you, and that when or if an issue comes up, you can reach directly out to them and they will help you to better understand it. I've seen plenty of clients work with Guideline and it takes forever to cancel 401ks or change 401ks, or it's not easy to do the profit shares or anything like that. The final thing to consider when offering a 401k plan is most, if not all, 401k plans are going to come with some type of match. What a match is basically saying, hey, I'm going to put up to X% of your salary into the 401k if you put X% of your salary in. So let's say 3%. If you put 3% of your salary in, I'll put 3% of your salary in. So now you're not just paying the employee $50,000 because yes, you've got to pay them $50,000 plus all the taxes and everything else there. You're going to be paying them an extra $1,500 in addition to that because you're matching the $1,500 that they're putting in. So ultimately, the employee is only pulling $1,500 of their money out, but you're anteing up $1,500, so the employee got $3,000 of retirement benefit that year. That's how a traditional match works. You can do pretty much any percentage that you want, and that's a fairly common thing. Again, discussions with the TPA are definitely recommended to make sure that you're following the legal requirements of everything there. You could also change some things up. Maybe you offer a guaranteed, it's not even a match, but you're going to put away 3% of their salary whether they pay into it or not, and then if they pay into it, you'll do an additional 3%. So maybe they'll get $3,000 from you and $1,500 from themselves, no matter what, as long as they put in 3%. Now they've got $4,500 on that same $50,000 salary. So you need to consider before offering a 401k, how do you want to pay out, or how do you want this 401k to work for you and your employees? So super important to look at there. Definitely recommend that you consider that, as that is going to be the main backbone of it. And again, that's why I recommend that you work with a third-party administrator, because they have the knowledge and the ability to sit down and walk you through everything there and help you understand pros, cons, what does and doesn't work, or what's the best option for you based off of where your business is at or what your personal goals are or anything like that. I hope you found this video informational, and if you're looking for help setting this up, we've got plenty of resources we could recommend you to. If you're looking for making sure that you're able to afford it, we're happy to sit down and talk with you about your cash flow and see if it's an option for you there, or if you even just need to talk with someone about the tax benefits. We're happy to work with you on the tax side of whether a 401k makes sense or not. Feel free to reach out to us here at Waterford Business Solutions by either calling us at 864-351-0852 or emailing us at info@waterfordbusiness.com. Until next week, have a wonderful rest of your day.